Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about shop and deliver orders on Doordash. So with all of the opportunities that are available on Doordash, one of them is the shop and deliver order. And I have my opinions on the subject, but I believe it's important to know as much as possible about every opportunity before accepting and completing them. So with that said, I want to go over everything you must know about shop and deliver orders, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that I'm going to be going over in this video is a very market dependent subject. So what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. With shop and deliver, customers can order from grocery, convenience, or retail stores, then have it delivered straight to their door. For Dashers, that means you shop for the customer's list of items in the store, pay with your red card at checkout, then deliver the order to the customer. So instead of you going into a restaurant, either picking it up right away or paying for it and then going to the customer, you're going to pick out the items from, let's say, a convenience store. Sometimes it's a grocery store, but I personally steer away from longer grocery store orders. And you go pick out all the items and you come out. That being said, some people swear by shop and deliver orders and swear that they're the top 5% of orders in their market. So it's really a personal preference thing, but do what you feel is right on that. These orders offer several benefits for Dashers. Get paid more per order compared to a restaurant delivery order. Okay, so that's a load of crap to begin with. The base pay doesn't change for shop and deliver orders 9 times out of 10. And the only time where you actually get paid more per order is in the event that the items actually equate to more money than a restaurant order, which sure, that means the tip will be bigger, but no tip customers will still be no tip customers at the end of the day. So the fact that you get paid more per order is a load of crap, and they know it. Make cash during off-peak hours, so you don't have to schedule your day around the lunch or dinner time rush. And you know what? Maybe there is a point to where you earn more during off-peak hours with those kind of orders. Problem with that logic, and this is my opinion, take it for what it is customers are going to order around the same time as they always would, either during the evenings or on the weekends. If they do order during lunch and they do a shop and deliver order, it beats the heck out of me, but whatever. In the mornings, they may have shop and deliver orders, but that awkward 2 to 5, I still am totally blank. Like, I still don't get orders between the 2 and 5 hour shift. I don't know who does, but hey, you know what? If you do get more shop and deliver orders in your market during that time, good for you. I don't think it works during off-peak hours like that. They do have certain orders that pop up during off-peak hours. I just don't think that they're all shop and deliver orders. Don't wait around for an order when you do the shopping. You know what? That's a good point. Let's say you go to a restaurant that has really good tippers, but there's always a 10-minute wait. And then there's a shop and deliver order that it may take you 5 minutes to go through the entire convenience store or go through the grocery store, go to the checkout counter and leave. But that being said, how do you want to spend your 10 minutes? Waiting around on your phone or trying to cut down that time by quickly shopping and getting out of there quickly? The amount of wait time is strictly dependent on you. How do shop and deliver orders work? Accept the shop and deliver order when it pops up, shop for the items at the store, pay with your red card, deliver items to the customer. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, this is something you need your DoorDash red card for. And yes, I know a lot of people have gripes about the red card, and I understand them, but that also said, you still need the red card to accept and complete these orders. And if you don't know enough about the DoorDash red card, I made a video talking all about that as well. I'll leave it in the description. Feel free to check that out. How will I be compensated for shop and deliver orders? You'll see the payment amount for a shop and deliver order on the acceptance screen, just like other orders. As always, you'll receive 100% of your tips once you complete the delivery. So it's no different than the normal DoorDash pay per order pay model. It's just instead of you waiting around at a restaurant, you're doing the shopping. That also said, however, there's no white label program for shop and deliver orders either. In the event that you get tip, it's definitely going to you. As opposed to people ordering on the Papa John's website, Papa John's reduces the tip to 0, keeps the tip, and then puts it into the DoorDash pool. Nothing like that. You will keep 100% of your tips. What do I do if I can't find an item, or if the item is unavailable? If you are unable to find an item, check with the store staff to confirm whether or not it's in stock. If the item is out of stock, tap item unavailable. If the customer has pre-approved items that can be used as substitutes, simply select an available item from the pre-approved list and proceed to add to item. If the customer has no pre-approved substitutes, you will see an option to text or call the customer to ask if they would like a substitute. Customers appreciate when you provide a few different options. Depending on the customer's response, add the substitute or issue a refund for the item. So what I would do is I would send them like 3 options. Of course, if they have an available option that is in their pre-approved list, don't even bother. But I would go with 3 options. You go with 1 item, 2 item, or would you like a refund? Because if they don't want to choose between like a bunch of different options, you can actually just say, hey, let's just refund it and call it a day. It's not like the tip's gonna go down because you couldn't find the item. Yet the fact of the matter is that it's not available. It's not available. Not your fault. Tips for substitutions and unavailable items. If the customer doesn't respond to your text or call before checkout, please mark the item as unavailable and tap issue refund. So if the customer ghosts you, well, they're SOL. If the app doesn't allow you to substitute an item, please tap item unavailable, then confirm in your app to proceed with the order as you normally would. This typically happens when a store has not enabled substitutions. Yeah, some stores are like, no, we're not gonna let you substitute for certain items. I know that happens a lot with Instacart, where I can't do a substitution with Sudafed at all, or some sort of over-the-counter medicines. I don't think there's shop and deliver for alcohol, but same thing with alcohol, they wouldn't allow substitutions for that. If you can't substitute the item, just tap it's unavailable and call it a day. Store associates won't do the shopping for you, but may be able to help you locate an item. Now, yeah, you could actually ask an associate for their assistance, and I am all for that for the most part, but there's one point that I feel like needs to be said about this. Asking an associate to check the back for you is really not going to help anybody, and they know it. Like, really, what do you think is going to happen if they go check the back? Like, they're going to magically find an item? So when you ask an associate for help, say, hey, is there another place where this item would be, or is this everything? Are shop and deliver orders the same as Walmart orders? No, shop and deliver orders are not the same as Walmart orders. I don't know if Walmart orders are actually still on DoorDash in all areas, but I know that their partnership died out a long time ago. So if you do get a Walmart order on DoorDash still, no, you won't have to do the shopping, but some people like them, some people don't. I personally don't. Take that for what it is. Now, I have a few side notes that I would like to go over on this subject. Return on time. There's a concept that every driver needs to consider, and that is your return on time. There's return on investment, where how much money you put in to get back, and then there is the return on time. So maybe it takes a little longer to complete a shop and deliver order, but is the payout worth the extra effort? That's something you've got to determine for yourself. Some people swear by this, like it's the top 5% of orders in their market, because they could just run in, get the 5 items or 6 items they need, and there's a really good tip out of it. And some people, not so much. But you gotta figure out what that looks like for yourself. Don't skirt the system. All right, some of you, or some people in general, I really should say, are really interested in finding a way to skirt the system. And they heard that section about refunding items, and they thought, oh, if I refund the whole order, then I could get a half pay, and then that's a better ROT, right? Wrong. That's a good way to get yourself deactivated. That's a good way to commit fraud. And that's really messed up to the customer. Like, come on. You're gonna make them put in the whole order again just so you could get a half pay? That's messed up. Don't be the guy to skirt the system. Risk of deactivation. I touched on this already, but there is an overall risk of deactivation whenever you use the red card. And again, we talked about that a little bit, but maybe the items that are on DoorDash are no longer the same price as the items in person. So there's a level of inflation there. So you gotta call them to up the value of the card, and then you gotta risk that is not gonna cause a fraudulent deactivation. Or maybe you're one of those guys who sneak on items and try to get like that candy bar on the customer, you know what I mean? That is a good reason to get yourself deactivated, and quite honestly, if you do that, you're a piece of crap. Here's the reality. It doesn't mean that you actually committed fraud. It means they're gonna deactivate you for fraud. It means you're probably too smart as a dasher at this point, so they're going to just wrongfully deactivate you. And that is an avenue in which they could take. Did I miss anything? Is there anything else about shop and deliver orders that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that anybody and everybody knows anything that they need to know about shop and deliver orders on DoorDash, and that way we can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.